There's a single question most men never think to ask a woman. And the few who do, they're the ones she keeps thinking about. The ones she tells her friends about. The ones who turn an ordinary conversation into something she replays in her head long after it ends. Today, I'm going to break down what that question is, why it works on a psychological level, and how to use it naturally, without sounding rehearsed. Because if you're still relying on, "How was your day?" and wondering why she isn't opening up emotionally or feeling attracted to you, this may be the most important insight you watch all year. In this video, we'll cover 3 psychological triggers that many men completely overlook. By the end, you'll understand why genuine curiosity creates deeper attraction than confidence alone ever will. And the third trigger? That's what separates the men she forgets from the ones she can't stop thinking about. So I recommend you subscribe because what we're talking about today isn't guesswork, it's grounded in real relationship psychology and communication research that actually works. Now let's begin. Most men believe attraction comes from being impressive. They focus on their career, their achievements, and everything they have going for them. And while success isn't a bad thing, here's what usually happens when the conversation stays centered on you: her interest fades. That's because attraction isn't built by what you say about yourself. It's built by how you make her feel about herself when she's with you. And the quickest way to make a woman feel understood, valued, and emotionally engaged is by asking meaningful questions. Not surface-level ones like, "What do you do for a living?" or "Where did you study?" Those keep things polite, predictable, and emotionally neutral. They don't create a connection. But when you ask about what excites her, the experiences that shaped her, or the moments when she feels most alive, something shifts. You're inviting her into a deeper conversation, one where she can open up, reflect, and imagine. And when a woman feels genuinely understood, that's when attraction and desire begin to grow. This is where a lot of men go wrong. They assume that asking meaningful questions makes them look overly serious, too emotionally invested, or even insecure. But asking thoughtful, emotional questions doesn't signal neediness, it signals substance. It shows you're comfortable with a real connection. And that alone sets you apart from the majority of men who are only focused on impressing. Here is the second thing that matters more than most men realize: women don't open physically where they don't feel emotionally open first. That idea can be uncomfortable, especially since many men grow up believing attraction is about confidence, charm, or bold physical moves. But genuine intimacy starts with emotional safety. Emotional safety doesn't mean agreeing with everything she says or shrinking yourself to please her. It doesn't mean weakness. It means she feels relaxed enough to be authentic with you, free from judgment, pressure, or urgency. When her nervous system settles around you, when she feels truly seen rather than evaluated, her defenses naturally begin to drop. You build that sense of safety by listening without cutting her off, by asking questions that go deeper instead of constantly shifting the focus back to yourself. Simple phrases like, "Can you tell me more about that?" or "Why is that important to you?" can make a powerful difference. In those moments, she experiences something rare: a man who doesn't just hear her stories but respects them. A man who isn't overwhelmed by her emotions but makes room for them, and that's where attraction grows. The third psychological trigger, and this one is essential, is recognizing the difference between desperation and desire. Desperation drives women away. Desire attracts them in. When you show up seeking validation, craving approval, or anxiously waiting for her reactions, she feels it immediately. Women are highly intuitive when it comes to sensing whether a man is trying to earn value instead of owning it. But when you're grounded, calm, and comfortable with who you are, when you're not rushing the interaction, that presence becomes deeply attractive. True presence means you're not performing or trying to win her over. You're not rehearsing your next line while she's talking. You're fully engaged, allowing pauses, and staying steady even when emotions surface. You don't flinch during moments of tension or testing. That calm confidence creates a space where she feels safe enough to relax into her feminine energy. And here's the shift that changes everything: when you stop chasing her approval, she starts wanting yours. When you're not fixated on getting physical quickly, she naturally feels drawn closer. The feminine responds to feeling valued, not consumed. Here's the takeaway: attraction isn't about perfection or having rehearsed lines. It's about curiosity, asking questions that reach her inner world. It's about consistency, emotional safety, and grounded presence. And it's about understanding that desire grows out of emotional connection, not the other way around. A man who understands this doesn't just catch her attention, he leaves a lasting impression. Because he isn't pursuing her, he's creating an environment where she wants to open up, emotionally and physically.